Hello, welcome back to episode 3 of the Blender tutorial on sculpting a character. If you were here last time, you remember that we've just finished over the ears over here. Just gonna smooth this out a bit here. Bit of a mess. And add in a bit of a crease there. Just to curve it around. There we go. And you notice there's a couple of bits where it looks like I've missed something. Okay, so this is our base model, and we'll build upon it. Go. From evaluating the reference images, I've noticed that we do need to trim this nose down, almost off, because the nose is absolutely huge. I'm going to trim this nose right down, restart it. There we go. That's almost gone. Okay, so look at our little reference image again. So I'm going to press N to open the side view. And what is my... Oh. Press 5 to go into orthographic view. You notice he doesn't actually have a nose. But I've checked other reference images, and he does have a very small nose, but it's more like, if I can... same as last time, I've lost my sculpt draw brush, so I'm just going to go get that back again when it loads up. Okay, brush, and I want the sculpt draw. A pen from library. There we go. Got my sculpt draw brush again. I'm quickly going to save so that if something goes wrong, I don't have to re-get the sculpt draw brush again. Okay, so his nose is sort of just a round bit, slightly tilted on the bottom side. There we go. So, very simple nose. Yeah, just something like that. Pretty simple. Definitely didn't need to put as much work into it as we did in the original one. I'm gonna do a couple of little dot smooths. Dot smooth, by the way, is when you hold shift down and you just singular click. So you don't put much into it at all, just very gentle thing. So I'm going to work a little bit more on the definition around the face. So I want to trim some of this back because it should tilt into the ear. Then get rid of that because I just accidentally scraped onto the ear. So this should go into a much smoother line into the face. This isn't really necessary. If you wanted to, you could skip this now. If you put more effort into the face at the start, then definitely skip it now. But if you remember, I was very quickly doing it. Okay, so now I'm gonna look at the eyes again. You can ignore the actual eyeball. This is just for the sake of sort of cleaning it all up and making sure everything's nice and neat. I don't want to give him too much of a bag under the eye. This character doesn't have that. Fixing errors like that definitely is what I want to do. So shift that in very gently. Don't want to disturb it too much. Go around and just add some topology in that curve there. The retopology. Okay. Next up, there are a couple of different things we can move on to from here. We're gonna want to do maybe I don't want to put too much into this bit, but a little bit more definition around the buttocks. And then a little bit more volume. Just simply adding on layers now until sort of a smooth result. Very easy to do this area. Don't actually need to put too much into it. Okay. Still very creepy looking, but good. I'm not liking that bit there. Just move that out. Okay, next I shall move on to retopology. It's not difficult, but a lot of people do struggle with it. Before I go on to retopology, I want to fix up these eyes a bit. Put this point up. Just sort of increasing this crevice a bit because the eyes are going to have a semi-transparent nature to them. So we don't want to pick up too much of this stuff around the back. Okay. Moved out. Perfect. Now just to make sure that worked fine. And good. What was this? The cube. I didn't delete the first cube apparently. Okay then. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think that's okay then. Get rid of that. We should now do retopology. There are a couple of different ways to start. I would always advise starting around the eyes. But the way we're going to do it is going to go add, mesh, plane. Now I'm going to go into edit mode, hit 90 degrees, bring it out, bring it to the right. I'm going to use a couple of different modifiers now. First of all, we're going to use the subdivision surface. I'm going to put that on a 2. Then we're going to use a mirror with clipping enabled. Then we're going to use shrink wrap. And we're going to choose the target as, and put that one up to 1. Okay, next we're going to just apply everything so it sticks on. Gonna bring stuff down. Bear with me a second. Now I want to click down here. I'm going to go to snap element to face and click this little button here. Now when I start putting stuff down, you'll notice stuff like this. And I'm going to click the button for keep above surface. Great. Next up, I'm going to turn off my matte cap, which is shading, matte cap. And I'm going to go on to the little one here, so the new piece that I've just added in. And I'm going to go to materials, new material, and then under settings, viewport color, I'm going to put a color to it. So I'm going to go with a red. I find that an easy color to see. Perfect. Now we're going to shift this up a bit. And we're going to just start making our way around the different parts of the body. Yeah. Next up, once we've got it in position like this, we're on vertices select mode. So I'm going to select that one and that one, extrude it out. And again. And again. Doesn't have to be perfect, just trial and error a little bit. Just get it sort of in positions. We're going to do a lot of miniature tweaking as we go. But this is just the easiest way to do what we are currently trying to do. So. And to make sure I'm going in the right place, exactly like over that. make sure I get on the actual eye area that I'm following. Okay. And just check this quick so I know that I'm going in the right area. And now I can make this go away again. Because I know I just want to follow her around here. I actually want this to be a bit of a smaller piece. And I want this one to be a smaller piece as well. Over a bit. Make that one a little bigger. Afraid this is a relatively tedious thing to do, but it's important that you sort of learn to do this properly, because if you don't do it like this, you're going to end up having a mesh that you can't really animate, and that's not ideal. Now, these two pieces here are corner pieces. Don't want to move them, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces in between. So I need to make sure I get the same on top. So I got 1, 2, I want another 3. So I'm on edge select mode now. So 3, 4, and then between those two. Yeah. And I want them to be roughly lined up so that I can quickly move stuff around if I need to. Here. If I need to, I can add extra lines in, stuff like that, but don't need to currently, so I shan't. And fine. I won't worry about doing the inside of the eye socket yet, but eventually that will obviously be something I want done. So this one lines up with 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 this one. Ideally, I want all of these lines to be roughly straight-ish. I don't want it to be perfectly straight, but you do want them to line up. Okay, as you can see, that worked relatively well. I'm now going to select these and delete edges. I don't actually need them there. Next up, I'm now going to select this piece, and I'm going to got a piece that I've placed wrong here. That very easily happens. That's why you gotta make sure you check your mesh from multiple sides. I'm just going to press E and extrude it. Then I'm going to have to go around and just fix the location. That's all you're really doing now, is going over your mesh and making it neater. I'll show you quickly in a second. But yeah, topology is very important for animating. So if you look at this obviously is a mess. Couldn't animate this. It's way more vertices than you need. So 107 vertices and 215,000 faces. When we're done with this one, we're currently on 24 faces, so we'll have just so much more in it. And we'll be adding more faces in once we're finished, but fine. Yeah, quickly adjust that. Put an edge loop there for the other side of the nose. Piece up. Slowly but surely. I'm not so much going into explaining you why you need each individual piece of topology. There's various reasons on why you can do it, and there isn't any correct way. You can do it in lots of different ways, and all of them are viable. It's just people have preferences, and this is the way I prefer to do it myself. But you will find others that have different ways. I'm not saying they're wrong, but this is my way of doing it. And I want this piece. I'm going to have an extra edge here. So if I quickly that. When I'm extruding, all I'm doing is pressing E. I want this one to be relatively square. That's ready for me to now extrude up to go over the head. And also for this one to go out towards the ear. Probably want this one like an extra baseline as well. Bit like that. These pieces are pulled poles. So the reason I want that one there, when he smiles, that side of his cheek is going to come up. So I want a pole there so that I can very easily animate that for facial expression. Pretty much that simple. Probably want one here. Yeah, I do, yeah. Sorry, just thinking about it. It's not an exact science. Every character is going to need you to do it slightly differently. So you can't just always stick to the same thing. Just think. Okay. This will be the bit that goes around the nose. Perfectly, actually. Went very well. Almost very well. So just think of how we can do this now then. So obviously I don't want to, so if I separate this, do I want a pull here is the point. Don't think I do. Merge those. What if I hold up? Thank you for watching, and now I'll finish this nose bit. Right, so let's delete those. This is going to be the best way for me to do it. Like that. And that creates a clean-ish topology. Get that rounded nose. Beautiful. Again, we're making it relatively low poly because we want to be able to bring this into a video game if we want. Actually, I'm assuming not everyone here wants that, but that's fine. Some of you might just want to make low poly characters. Some of you might want to make high poly characters. We will make a high poly character as well, so not an issue. So we'll make a high poly in order to bake the normal map onto the low. I'm gonna grab multiple now. These ones will come down, meet the top of the lip. Brilliant. Want to go about there. Oh, yeah, so line that one up nice. Perfect. So we've got a pole here for animating the sort of smile. So I can pull, when I want to do the smile, we'll just pull this piece up and this piece up, and that'll make a very happy looking, as you can see. Okay, this like that. Don't put that on. And I need to do the, so the lip is going to be these ones here. Now I won't close the mouth because I do want the mouth to open, and we will need to create the mouth because we obviously don't have an inside the mouth currently. That will all come in time. Small piece. The mouth is very similar to an eye in the kind of topology that you want, but obviously it needs to meet up middle. So just trying to keep it neat. If yours is looking a bit messy, it doesn't matter. You can sort of fix it up and clean it off a bit later. Not an issue at all. Line this up. This is where the sort of opening of the mouth will be, and we'll do teeth and stuff. There'll be a later episode because you don't really want to put teeth in yet. But I want to be able to use this mesh to make a mold of the sort of face and the inside of what the cheek looks like. Bring this in a bit more. All of these in a bit more, I think. Sometimes you can't really see the thing to click on, so if you hit Z, you can see it. Which is why you'll see me jump in and out of Z a lot. I'll make my way around. It doesn't matter if the mesh pops through a bit either. It's just that our mesh underneath this one here isn't flat, so it's not perfectly smooth. If it was perfectly smooth, it wouldn't pop out, but it's going to pop out in little bits, and that's fine. Doesn't matter. Open up, ready to go up here. And this one will be the same. Oh no. So if I go onto edge select mode, I'm going to select here and see how it sort of works. Perfect. What else do I want to put in right now? I probably might want to adjust. No, I don't think I do. I think that's fine. I don't want this to go that way. I want this to come over here. Might want to hold here. No, I don't. I want that. And this will be the jawbone here. I know I've never had a comment, but if anyone does decide they want to comment, then do tell me if you want me to sort of skip over some of this. It can take a while to do. It might be multiple videos, probably even more so, with trying to explain what I'm doing at the same time. So I don't mind skipping it. Really up to if I have anyone watching that has a preference, really. But the video's coming up to about 30 minutes now, so I'm on this point with the face almost done. We'll next move on to going around the head and down the body. Alright, so thank you for watching, and tune in for the next episode if you're watching.